bro, go for what you know. Bass getting low as we rock the show. Hey bro, go for what you know. Bass getting low as we rock the show.
This is the Backpack Friends audio experience.
Hey everybody, listen, it's Tom with Backpack Friends. I wanted to give you a real quick update. I looked at my calendar yesterday and realized what day it was and how long it's been since we released our last podcast. And I wanted to bring you up to speed on some of the great things that are going on. It is early. I think it's a Wednesday morning. Sometimes you kind of lose track of the days during this stuff. And that's okay. You're not alone. Today, whatever day it is, it ends in Y. It's time to get up and get busy. It's early. Everybody at my house is still asleep. And so I'm out in the studio. But I wanted to do this. Give me about 5 minutes of your time. Coronavirus has really impacted me on a personal level the past few months. I feel like I've been in this problem-solving mode for 3 months now. Some of you have been the same way. If you're in the healthcare industry, an essential business, a teacher, a parent, you've lost a job, you've been furloughed, you've been laid off, all those kinds of things. If you've been feeling that way or not, I don't know. Backpack Friends has been working hard, making sure kids are getting food, making sure our supply chain hasn't been interrupted, sanitizing equipment, keeping masks and gloves and hand sanitizer in stock, juggling all these logistics, man, of feeding additional tummies through all this, trying to keep our fundraising rolling while people are being laid off and furloughed and out of work and all that kind of thing. It has been really a crazy time. Also, while that's going on, we are in the middle of moving into a new space. And it's a huge blessing. It's a new building thanks to some of our amazing partners in Pflugerville ISD and a lot of hard work. We're moving into a newly remodeled, climate-controlled warehouse space that I can't wait for you to see it. And that's one of the reasons I'm doing this podcast on video. So whether you're watching this on YouTube or online or on the website or listening to it on Spotify or whatever, as you're driving down the road or going for a run, I want you to know you're going to begin to see a lot of really cool things on our YouTube channel. So be sure and subscribe to that. So I want to show you this warehouse space in just the next few days. So that's going on. But to top it all off, I'm trying to stay in touch personally with each of our partners and our supporters. You know, whether they've given $15 or $15,000, I've been trying to reach out one by one on a personal level to each one of them just to check on them and their loved ones because this is such a stressful time. To be honest, man, I haven't done as well with that as I've wanted to, and I've beat myself up a little bit about it. The reason, well, you know, I've talked to a ton of people, right? Phone, text, email, messenger, and all that kind of thing, but I just haven't gotten to everyone. And but the main thing is I want everyone to know just how much you are appreciated, how much you need to know that the team and I care about your safety, physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, all of that. A lot of people are really vulnerable right now, and it's not just the virus that we're vulnerable to. Right? We are also vulnerable to fear, anxiety, worry, frustration, cabin fever. I get real itchy. If you know me, it's like I need to get out and I need to do something. And so cabin fever has been a real thing for me. So whether you've ever given a dime to Backpack Friends, it doesn't matter. I want you to know that we're all in this together. And to be honest, sometimes I feel like I'm sitting in my living room or in my studio, wherever I am, and in my mind, in my imagination, this is going to be a little woo-woo, but hang with me. It feels like there are about 5 monkeys crawling the room and climbing the walls and getting into stuff. And in my mind, in my imagination, you've seen Alvin and the Chipmunks, right? You've got Alvin, Theodore, and Simon. These little monkeys, they've all got sweaters on. Each of their sweaters has a letter, they're like their first initial of their name. And in my mind, sometimes I feel like I'm in this room with 5 of those monkeys. And I guess Alvin's not a chipmunk, it's the others. But there are 5 of them. And each of those sweaters, there are 5 letters, and that's SIMPE, okay? SIMPE, which stands for spiritual, intellectual, mental, physical, and emotional. And those are different areas of health, different areas of our life. And what I have learned is I don't want any of those monkeys neglected. Like when you neglect them, they start tearing things up, right? They start, rummaging through the trash and hanging from the ceiling fan and tearing up the couch and getting into the cabinet. So each one of those has to be cared for and nurtured and disciplined. Otherwise, your house, your heart, is a mess. So if you feel like you hit the wall, it's like some of us in this country are beginning to open up. And if you're watching this from the United States and your area is beginning to open up and you're beginning to get out and to go eat at restaurants and be out in the park and hit the lake or the beach or whatever, you have this feeling that you're kind of standing on the edge. You're ready to bust out and to go. If you're not, if you haven't opened up, you're watching other people and you may be jealous or you may be fearful or you may be wondering what's going to happen. Are they going to be the ones that cause another wave of this stuff? And so what you need to know is your brain is not designed to make you happy, right? Your brain is designed to help you survive. You have this amygdala in your brain that is the survival center for what's going on in your head. You're always looking around for what's wrong, right? All of us. That's survival. It's like millions of years ago when we may have been a caveman. You've got this caveman hiding out in the bush, hiding from a saber-toothed tiger. That's the amygdala that's helped them survive. The great thing about that is it works. The negative thing about that is not many of us are hiding from a saber-toothed tiger these days. So I want to give you an exercise, something that I have picked up along the way, probably from who knows who, Jim Quick maybe. There's a lot of podcasts I listen to that I love. And if that's something you're into, shoot me a message and I'll shoot you a list. But here's something I picked up along the way. You can try this. Now, if you're driving down the road, don't do this. If you're out for a jog or a bike ride, or you're sitting in your backyard, or you're watching this on your laptop or your phone at the house, jump into this right now. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to look around. I want you to take about 10 seconds and notice everything around you that is green, right? Everything around you that's green. Ready? Go. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. Look up and look down, look to the left, look to the right, look on the floor, look on the shelves, look out your window, everything that you can see that's green. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Now close your eyes. Got it? Close your eyes. Now, with your eyes closed, I want you to make a list of everything you saw that was red. Excuse me. Everything that you saw that was red. See, okay, you can open your eyes now. See, the principle is seek and you will find. Some of you, when I did this, I was looking around and I was looking for everything that was green, everything that was green, everything that was green. Closed my eyes, and as I began to think about things that were red, I started fooling myself. I would count things that were pink as red, or I would think about something that I saw that was maroon and tell myself that was red, so that I would feel better about the number of red things that I saw. There's a confirmation bias that happens with all of us, good and bad. But the principle is seek and you will find, right? When everything around you looks terrible, you're looking in the wrong direction. Prime example. Tomorrow, this is Wednesday, I think, right? So tomorrow on Thursday, we will be delivering enough food to feed 600 hungry kids for an entire weekend. You know what? Man, I'm tired. We are worn out in a lot of ways. I need a nap. I need some more coffee. I haven't been writing as much as I wanted to during this. I haven't been exercising like I planned. My studio, as you can see behind me, is still kind of a mess. Dude, there are like a bajillion things that I could look at right now that aren't what I want them to be, and I could get discouraged and frustrated about all that. So right now, I'm not looking at everything that's red. I'm focused on what's green. Right? There's 600 kids tomorrow that will have food to eat this weekend because of you, which means that there are over 1,000 parents who won't be stressed and anxious about feeding their child. As a parent, you and I know what that is like, right? They have some pressure taken away from them as parents because you gave, because you donated food, you helped pack bags, you helped give money or mac and cheese or deliver to neighborhoods. there are hundreds of parents that this weekend who are struggling, who will have a little more calm, a little more peace in their life, a little more security. They'll have a little more hope for their family this weekend because of you guys in the Backpack Friends Nation. So you know what? Man, who cares if I'm a little bit worn out? I can sleep later, man. I can rest on another day. We are busting it to work and to grow and to serve others right now, because especially right now, man, there are so many people in need. And I am blessed with a healthy body, with food in the fridge, and the time to serve my community. So right now, those other things just don't matter. Right now, there's a bigger reason to keep going. See, when I was a kid, I don't know if I've told many people this, but when I was a kid, my mom would hang out in the kitchen, right, at dinner time when my brother and I would eat. She would make dinner. We didn't eat out a lot. We just didn't have the money. We were poor. We didn't know that we were poor. I think everybody around us was in the same boat. So Mom would make dinner typically in the evenings, and she would hang out in the kitchen while Shay and I ate. And when she was hanging out, she was kind of what we call piddling in the South, right? She was just kind of messing around and cleaning and tinkering and putting things away and washing dishes and those kinds of things. And she would always say, "Oh, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry." But as an adult, I realized it was because we just didn't have enough food for everybody all the time. So she was waiting to see if there was any food left. And if there was, then she would eat whatever was left over. And if not, she would just go to bed hungry. But she wanted to make sure that us kids had enough to eat first. See, that's what moms do. Right now, we're working hard at Backpack Friends so that those moms, they don't have to worry about their kids. So when the weekend gets here, they have food to eat. Y'all, that is my why. That's my motivation. That's it. That's my why. So for you, sorry, I got a little emotional, but for you, I hope that you rediscover your why this week. Rediscover your purpose this week. I hope you can get some rest. I hope you can get out and get some fresh air. And I hope you can keep those 5 monkeys that we talked about under control. If you got questions, you can always email me at admin@backpackfriends.com. Hit me up on the website, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, backpackfriends.com, all that kind of stuff. When everything around you looks terrible, man, you're looking in the wrong direction. Count what's good. Whatever you seek, you're going to find, and persevere. Hang on. Remember, man, better days are coming. Thank you for all that you do, all your support in this. And be sure and subscribe to the podcast and to our YouTube channel. There's some really cool things around the corner, and I just don't want you to miss it. I think it's going to be really encouraging. So take care. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for listening. If this podcast has brought you any value, if it's motivated you, inspired you, or caused you want to take action and help make your world a better place, please subscribe to the podcast. Send it to someone who might need to hear it just as much as you do. Also, I've had a lot of people ask, what can we do to help Backpack Friends? It's real simple. Go to backpackfriends.com/donate, and for as little as $10 a month, you can help us wipe out weekend hunger. That's what we're doing, and we couldn't do it without the Backpack Friends Nation. I'll see you there. If you have any questions, give me a shout.